Hey, I want you to come along for the ride with me for a moment to discuss something that may piss off some of the mediumship community, and actually may even piss off some of the people who follow a lot of the mediumship community. And if you want to come along with me on this, I want to set the stage for putting you in the shoes of the people that this most deeply impacts. Imagine, if you will, a moment, a terrifying, horrifying, sad moment. If you were to choose any of the top people in your life that you hold closest and dearest to you, and something horrible happens where they have gone missing, you're mortified, terrified, scared, sad, potentially grieving, uncertain, and you get onto social media platforms and you find a whole slew of people calling themselves mediums and giving so much information that they have absolutely no way of confirming. Because mediumship is supposed to be you as a medium and a sitter who can confirm and validate specific evidence and details that their past loved one can bring through. And then you can get to the other things because you've been able to create that foundation of confirmed, solid, evidential details. Okay? If you don't have that, nothing else you say matters. If you don't have that, you could be spewing the most heinous lies, the most ridiculous nonsense, and you can be doing serious harm to people who are in a deep emotional state. So if you're following and watching people who claim to be mediums play out this whole scenario about somebody told me this, and she told me that this happened 3 days and then she passed and she's underground in this area and it's this far out from where she lives in this direction, and I'll put a pin in the map. We don't know if any of them are right or not. If you haven't been asked by the family to take part in that, not only are you not working from a place of integrity, because you can be creating harm emotionally to them by trying to tell them indirectly that their loved one has already passed when that's not yet confirmed for them and they're in a deep emotional state already. But you could also be sending law enforcement in this wildly incorrect direction that is not helpful and useful either. So if you have not been asked to do that, and by the way, the idea that just because I'm a medium and have the ability to bring forward loved ones doesn't mean that they come knocking on my door at 3 a.m. when I have no idea who they are and no tie to them and no tie to anybody else that they are tied to in this physical reality. Why would they? Just so I can come on TikTok and go, yeah, I know exactly where she is and how it happened and what happened and when it happened. I haven't been asked. And even if that were a thing, it's not my place to say, because I might cause them greater harm, and I also could be wrong, which causes even more harm, because I have no way of confirming or validating any of the details that I could have received, because I don't have their loved one sitting here in front of me to confirm it. So it is guesswork. You may think and feel like you're receiving information that could be something worthy, but until you have the ability to get any validation from a living individual who has a physical and emotional tie to that person, sorry for the dog hair, then you are doing guesswork. you could be creating harm. So I guess I'm primarily also talking to the people who follow mediums who do this on a regular basis. It's ambulance chasing in spirit form. So I just wanted to give you some food for thought. Put yourself in the family and loved ones' shoes. That if you saw TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all of these platforms, some of them with giant followings, giant reach, and they're just saying all this stuff, and you're left hurting even worse than you were before because you didn't ask for that. If that were my mom, I'd be throwing some hands. How dare you? That's how I personally feel about it. If I didn't ask you for that, how dare you?